Helmut Marko is drawing up a plan to get Max Verstappen out of Red Bull. But how are they going to pull it off? Let's find out in today's video. As Adrian Newey prepares to leave Red Bull Racing and wraps up his Formula One involvement, there's concern that their favourite Dutchman might want to leave as well, leaving Red Bull Racing in a heavily compromised position. Last Wednesday, Adrian Newey and Red Bull officially confirmed the swirling rumours by announcing that he would leave after the first quarter of 2025. Until then, his primary focus will be on the RB17 hypercar project, marking the end of his immediate involvement in Red Bull Racing's Formula One activities. Besides Newey, other key members of Red Bull Racing have also been linked with potential exits in recent months. This includes their three-time world champion, Verstappen, who appears poised to secure his fourth consecutive title in F1 2024. Despite ongoing departure rumours, Verstappen has stated that he sees no compelling reason to leave the team. Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff has been showing a strong desire to recruit Verstappen to his team. Therefore, he may be hopeful that Ralf Schumacher's prediction of Verstappen leaving Red Bull Racing turns out to be accurate. The six-time F1 race winner also believes that Verstappen won't be the only one leaving Red Bull, as he mentioned in an interview with Sky Germany. Max Verstappen will leave the team, alongside other good engineers who are guaranteed to go elsewhere, some of them with Adrian Newey. Will it happen next year or the year after? But I am certain that he will leave Red Bull. If Verstappen were to leave Red Bull Racing, Mercedes would likely be the leading candidate to sign him. But what about Newey? Has his illustrious Formula One career come to an end? Schumacher doesn't think so. Instead, he speculates that Newey might join Ferrari, a team that has tried to bring him on board several times before. It was no coincidence that he becomes available at the beginning of 2025, said Schumacher. I think even Red Bull managing director Oliver Mintzlaff negotiated that this would happen. Out of respect for what they have achieved together, of course. I believe that an Adrian Newey-designed Ferrari will be driving in 2026. According to Schumacher, without the influence of Adrian Newey, one of F1's greatest designers, Red Bull's future looks grim. Taking into account all his predictions, Schumacher believes that Red Bull is on a fast track to decline and irrelevance, claiming that Red Bull will now disappear into mediocrity within a short time. The discussions about Max Verstappen's future in Formula One have been quite intense lately. Despite having a contract until the end of 2028, there have been continuous rumours linking him with a move away from Red Bull Racing. These rumours stem from a power struggle that emerged within Red Bull between the Thai and Austrian owners earlier this year. Verstappen's contract includes a clause that allows him to leave Red Bull Racing if Helmut Marko, who played a pivotal role in his F1 debut in 2015, also departs. Verstappen has shown loyalty to Marko, as seen when rumours surfaced about Marko potentially being suspended from the team earlier this season. Max Verstappen's future in Formula One is indeed within his control, as Helmut Marko has expressed solidarity with the three-time world champion. According to BBC Sport, if Verstappen chooses to leave Red Bull Racing, the 80-year-old consultant is willing to tear up his commitment to the team. This means that if Verstappen wishes to join Mercedes, Aston Martin, or any other team, Helmut Marko is ready to make it possible by stepping down from his position. Verstappen and Helmut Marko share a close and trusting relationship, as evidenced by Verstappen aligning his fate with Marko's earlier this season, amid rumours of Marko facing suspension by Red Bull Racing. Marko's willingness to support Verstappen's choices further demonstrates their strong bond and mutual confidence in each other. Earlier rumours hinted that Mercedes might consider offering Helmut Marko a contract to persuade Verstappen to switch to their team. As of now, the accuracy of these rumours is unclear. Nevertheless, considering the recent reporting, this doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility. The BBC reports that there are concerns within Max Verstappen's camp regarding Red Bull Racing's new engine manufacturer. The performance of the company's own power units scheduled for use from 2026 is uncertain, leading to rumours that Red Bull might be trailing behind competitors in this aspect. This uncertainty could potentially lead to Verstappen and Helmut Marko parting ways with the team. Red Bull Racing's decision to develop its own engine marks a big strategic shift. This move is not only about meeting new regulations, but also about gaining a competitive advantage in the hybrid era of Formula One. The collaboration between Red Bull Racing and Ford Motor Company is one to watch. Ford, leveraging its extensive experience in electric vehicle technology, is primarily focusing on the electrical drive components of the hybrid system. But Red Bull Racing will face the challenge of seamlessly integrating these innovations with their own developments in combustion engines and overall power unit design. Red Bull Racing's move to develop their own engine gives them a distinct advantage. It allows them to customize power units to perfectly match their chassis and racing strategy. This level of customization provides them with greater flexibility and agility in responding to race conditions and regulatory changes. Unfortunately for them, rumours indicating slow progress in Red Bull Racing's development of their own engine have surfaced. This has sparked questions about the Verstappen camp's confidence in the success of the overhaul planned for 2026. Rivals have seized the opportunity to criticise Red Bull Racing after Adrian Newey's departure. McLaren's Zak Brown described Newey's exit as a bit destabilising and suggested it could be the first domino to fall at Red Bull Racing. He said, "My guess is it's not the last based on the resumes that are flying around. We've seen an increase in CVs coming our way from the team." Toto Wolff, his counterpart at Mercedes, joined the fray, confirming that Zak is absolutely correct. We are seeing Red Bull CVs through all the levels. During his post-race review in Miami, Horner was presented with Wolff and Brown's comments. Initially, he brushed them off, but then took a jab at longtime rival Wolff. Horner pointed out that Mercedes should be more worried about the 220 engine personnel who switched to Red Bull's powertrain division, rather than just 1 or 2 CVs they might have received. The list of personnel who switched to Red Bull powertrains included former HPP head of mechanical engineering, Ben Hodgkinson, now their technical director. It also featured chief engineer Phil Prue, head of manufacturing Steve Blewett, and electronics team leader Omid Mostagimi. "I think it's inevitable," Horner said of Wolff and Brown's comments. "You know the two candidates involved, they talk a lot. I'm not going to get sucked into a tit-for-tat, but I'd be more focused on Toto's own issues that he has. I don't have any concern with the strength in depth. Of course, there is always going to be movement between teams. I don't know how many people we've employed from McLaren this year, or how many people VCARB have employed. Mercedes, we've taken 220 people, 220 out of HPP, Mercedes high-performance powertrains, into Red Bull powertrains, so when we talk about losing people, I would be more worried about the 220 than 1 or 2 CVs." When asked if he was worried about the issue, Horner said, "Not in the slightest. I don't know where these CVs are supposed to be coming from, but we also get CVs every week." And on the rumour involving sporting director Jonathan Wheatley, Horner had this to say, "There are rumours about everybody. Contracts between individuals and their terms and conditions is not something that we really talk to the public. So, is there really a Red Bull exodus happening right now? Tell us in the comments section down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.